Aisha. I'm an aspiring author living in Jamaica, and this is my Authortube Newbie Tag. I will leave a link to the creator of this tag in the description, as well as the full list of questions, because I've only selected 10 of the 14 questions that I want to answer so that you can get to know me a bit better. And feel free to answer any of these questions in the comments so I can get to know you. And if you're an author yourself and you've been looking to start a YouTube channel, this is your sign. Go ahead and start. I tag you, and once you've done your Authortube video, go ahead and let me know, and I'd love to watch and give you a like. So I have the answers here on my laptop, so I'll just be answering as I read the question. Question number 1. What do you usually write? I usually write in the romance genre or romantic something. So I like to write mystery thriller, but there's always like a romantic aspect, a romantic subplot. It needs to be there because I think everything's better with romance. So that's my main genre. But I've recently been writing more tragic drama, if you know what I mean, in like a contemporary sense. But yeah, if you stick around, you'll hear more about the type of things I write, because it's so eclectic. I write so many different things. Question number 2. What's something you'll never write? Most likely historical fiction. I like history in the form of documentaries or actual textbook, but I've never gotten into a historical fiction book. And I don't think I'd write it because I just don't feel qualified. I mean, that is not something that I enjoy. I don't think I'd enjoy the writing process either. Thought I saw something moved. I'm home alone. Anyway, question number 3. What's your goal for starting an Authortube channel? Cliche, but to me it's writers like myself, especially in Jamaica. There aren't many writers on YouTube from Jamaica, so if you know any, hi, let them know I'm here, send them this video, and I'd love to just have a local writing community, because most of my writer buddies are overseas. I'm saying most of, like, I actually have friends. My one writer friend is overseas. Aside from that, I don't really have any. So that's my main goal, and of course, naturally, to create a platform for when I do publish my novel, I can have somewhere to share it, a community that might possibly become readers. That would be awesome too. Question number 4. What made you start writing? Okay, so this one I wrote out because I remember this memory distinctly. So I was around 7 or 8, and I remember my older sister giving me like a pencil and a paper and told me to write a story or write something, because I was telling her that I'm bored. I don't think you remember this story, Empress, if you're watching, but I remember distinctly she gave me the pen and paper and said, write something, because I was bored. And I wrote like a short story. It probably qualifies as a fable, a very bad fable, but I wrote a short story. I think I still have it to this day, and even if I don't, I remember that story by heart. It was so stupid, and since that day when I was 7 or 8, I have not stopped writing. I've been writing for 2 decades now, and I've probably completed like 4 first draft and 1 third draft. So I usually do 3 drafts or 3 stages of my writing process before I consider publication. So I have 1 book that's completed that I'm thinking about publishing, and yeah, that's what started me on my writing journey. Question number 5. What's your publishing path? So speaking of completed books, I am hoping to self-publish most of my work. I will be trying the traditional route as well, but I do prefer the idea of having like full control of my work and the entire process of it. I like the idea of being hands-on, because writing is my passion, is something I love. It's not necessarily something I'm expecting to make living from. I do have my regular job, and while it would be cool to be a paid author where I don't have to do anything else, that would be awesome. But first and foremost, I want to ensure that I enjoy the entire process of writing and the entire process of publishing my work. So for me personally, I think self-publishing works best. But I'll still be trying a few of my work the traditional way, because what's cooler than that? I feel like most authors still have that desire to be traditionally published in that platform just because of societal standards and expectation. But for the most part, I'd love to self-publish most of my books. So the short answer would have been hybrid, Aisha. I'm so long-winded for no reason. Question number 6. What content do you bring to the Authortube table? The perspective of a writer that's Jamaican, still living in Jamaica. As I said, I have not seen this on this platform as yet. So I'll definitely be sharing what it's like writing as a Jamaican, writing work set in Jamaica or set on an island, even if it's not specifically set in Jamaica. I'll be sharing the process of getting published as a Jamaican writer who still lives in Jamaica, because it's two very different things. Some of my favorite writers are Jamaican or from the Caribbean, but they reside overseas, and I find that their process would be completely different from, well, not completely, but slightly different from how most local authors that I know achieve their published works. So that's what I'll be bringing to the YouTube table. Jamaican content as a writer. Question number 7. What's your biggest writing struggle? Editing. As I mentioned, I have a lot of completed works, technically, first drafts, but when it comes to doing the second draft and editing and ensuring there's no plot, I don't want to do it most times. So I just finish work, leave it, and don't go back to it for a while. So that's my biggest struggle. And it's not because I don't want to do the actual work. I don't necessarily mind editing, but rereading my work is such a struggle, because then the self-doubt kicks in and I'm just like, the fuck is this? You are terrible at writing. And I just don't like putting myself through that, so I rather just start a new project and forget that one ever existed. And that's why I haven't published anything to date, because I keep putting off editing. I feel like I'm talking way too much. Question number 8. If you've been on YouTube for a while, what is your best author tip? This channel is fairly new. I started it late last year, but I did have a channel before that. So technically I've been on YouTube for maybe 6 or 7 years. I have no idea. But my previous channel, I did mainly booktube content. But I think my advice would apply regardless of the type of content that you make. Ensure you're enjoying it, because it's easy to get caught up in the quote-unquote influencer lifestyle, which most author tubers and booktubers know that we're not like influencers like the general YouTube population of creators. But it's easy to get caught up in the idea that I have to put out content. I have an audience of whether it's 5 or 5,000 or 5 million, and you think that you need to do it because you made a promise to do it. So ensure that you're enjoying the videos that you make. It's something that you enjoy making, even if you never put it out there for anyone to see, because right now I love talking about this. I love talking about writing. I love answering these questions because I truly enjoy writing. So ensure every video that you make, you enjoy the process of making it, and not just the idea of the end results and the feedback that you may or may not get, because it's easy to get burnout, and it's easy for something you love to not be fun anymore. So that's my advice. Question number 9. Are you looking for new channels to follow, betas, CPs, or other type of writing buddies? If so, tell us who you're looking for. Clearly, of course, I'm looking for the fuck. Okay. As I was saying, of course, I'm looking for new channels to follow whether just to follow along with your content or possibly become friends or critique partners. That would be great. So I'm looking for all of the above. I'm not actively looking for beta readers at the moment, but I will be looking for beta readers soon, because it is my hope to become published soon. So definitely I need some beta readers. I already have a very supportive group of friends and sisters, but I definitely like some outside opinion as well. So if you're a writer from anywhere, but it would be awesome if you're from Jamaica and understand the culture, leave a comment and let's become friends. Question number 10. What are you most excited for during this new fresh start on Authortube? I feel like I've given this answer for like 3 different questions, but honestly, meeting new writers. The possibility of actually meeting authors that write in my genre, for one. Authors that also are on their journey to self-publishing, that would be cool too. So that I can be a support and you can be a support for me, that would be awesome. So that's what I'm most excited for. And also I'm hoping that it will be I'm also hoping that this channel will be motivation for me to write more and for me to be more consistent in my practice. So yeah, that's what I'm most excited for. And that's the final question that I'll be answering. Full list of questions will be in the description below. And that's it for today. I post videos every Monday, so I'll see you next week. And if you enjoyed this video, leave a thumbs up, share it with a writer friend of yours, and let's get to know each other.